Well, blessed morning, blessed morning, blessed morning, blessed morning, blessed morning, blessed morning. For this is the day that the Lord, He has made. I shall rejoice and I shall be glad in it, giving honor to God this morning. What a beautiful Monday it is. It is nice outside. God is moving. He is blessing. He is strengthening us. God is great and He is worthy to be praised. I look very naked this morning. I'm like, something's missing. Yeah, I left my necklace at home, but we'll be okay. We give praise and honor unto God this morning, for God is awesome. There are so many things that are going on. God is just moving. We have posted a flyer up about donating to a shelter. We are raising items for this shelter to help those that are in need, to help those that are less fortunate. You go spending $20-$30 on food, look at some of the items on the flyer and, purchase some of those things or send monetaries so that we can help people. Our desire is to do ministry. We want to be able to help those that are less fortunate, to be able to give to the community, to empower people for success, and know that the Lord is just doing great things. It's very important for us to understand that God blesses us so that we can be a blessing to others. And sometimes we focus on ourselves and our families when there are so many other people out there that are in distress. So I encourage you to, look at the items, the flyers that's on my page, and just see what it is that you can, help with. So that we can bless other people. This is the year 2020 where we're walking into freedom. We're climbing out of the valley. But it's also very important for us to be a blessing to others. One thing I talk about is us encouraging other people. Tell somebody that you love them, compliment somebody's clothing, their hair. Some people, you'd be very shocked that they're not used to people just being nice to them. They're used to running into people that just either don't speak or, don't say anything. But, be a blessing to somebody. It's important. You'll be shocked just by saying, oh, your hair looks really nice. What type of conversation that can start and how it could just make someone smile. I'll share, yesterday I was inside of the store and the gentleman that works in the store, just straight face, no smiling, no nothing. And I was like, am I going to get a smile before you start, touching my stuff? And I said, well, what's wrong? What's going on? Something bothering you? Most people are not going to do that. Most people are going to be like, well, I don't want you doing that because you don't smile. But we have to understand that a lot of times things are much deeper than what we see, right? You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people have experienced. And a lot of things are not personal. They're just personality. So he began to talk. I got him to start talking, and he said, he's waiting on his team to win or something like that. And I was like, okay. So we started talking about his football. And when we started talking about his football, I saw him smiling. I said, there's my smile. So when I went to the cash register, the young lady, I was telling her, and she was like, I know he didn't smile because he ain't smiling for nobody. I said, no, I did get him to smile. And the thing is that when I went back, he was trying, I was like, okay, and he tried to, but the thing is that that's a memorable moment for him, right? Because a customer came in and actually cared about what he was doing, actually cared about him smiling. We have to learn how to love, and that is what we are missing. We get so consumed with how I feel, how I'm treated. We don't know what people encounter. We don't know what people are going through. So this morning, I just want to encourage you to put love into your atmosphere. Stop taking things so personal that, everything that goes on is just woe is me. Stop doing that. The Bible teaches us, fret not yourself evildoers. So that means that if people are doing things that are hurtful to you, or you just really don't like, don't fret yourself over it. Don't worry about it. Allow the Lord to move in that situation, but try to do the best you can to make a situation that could go left, try to make it go in the right direction. And that's by always allowing an opportunity for someone to feel comfortable with you so that you can introduce Christ to them. That's what this walk is about. That's what this journey is about. It's about guiding people to Christ. Just like you're guided to Christ, just like you seek God. You seek him for what? For comfort, for strength, to help you, to build you, to increase you when you're going through. He's there for you. But we get so consumed with, I don't like the way they looked at me, I don't want to talk. No. Use that as an opportunity to to say, hey, how's your day going? Yeah, is everything going all right? Is there something I can do to help you? Listen, people, I haven't said this in a long time. People are our greatest challenge. People are our greatest challenge, but put love into your atmosphere. I'm going to tell you why. When you see, and I don't mean go overboard. Now, if the person just ain't doing it, then just let it go. But sometimes just a simple word or a simple interaction will draw somebody to you, right? Most people don't really interact if a person's cold-shouldered to them. And sometimes I do, I look at somebody and be like, But, use discernment. You don't know what kind words could do to somebody's life. Do you know how many people walk around contemplating suicide? People that walk around thinking that today's their last day, that they're not worth anything. And all it takes is your one compliment, your one encouraging word or statement, and it shifts their entire, you guys gotta excuse me, my sinuses this morning again. Gotta shift, that'll shift their entire life. But instead, we get so consumed with, I ain't talking to them, they looking mean. And okay, well, if you got the love of Christ in you, talk to him anyways. You don't know what your conversation would do for somebody. So this morning, put love in the atmosphere. The Bible tells us what? That love is what cures a multitude of sin. Not your judgment, not your criticizing, not you being cold-hearted, not you thinking about yourself, not by you checking off what they do and what they don't do. It's love that cures a multitude of sin. So the thing is that if you can love somebody and help somebody and draw them into a better place, then you do that. That is what God requires of us. God desires for us to help one another. That's how we build the body of Christ. When you look at a strong organization is not built by one person. It is built by a group of leaders that come together. Even though they may not see eye to eye on every situation, but they can put things on the table and come to a conclusion of an effective strategy to be able to produce great results. Does it mean that somebody's feelings may get hurt? Yes, usually it's somebody that's sensitive. But if you come to the table saying, this is how we strategize, this is what we're going to do, this is how we make our company effective, everybody do this, everybody do that, everybody has a position. You got to play your position. Put love into the atmosphere. Play your position. Because when you play your position and you do it effectively through the help of the Lord, you'll see results. When you are a servant, this job and this walk is not about you. It's about the Lord. So when you learn how to remove the I out of it, that makes you a stronger servant. Because being a servant is about the people. It's not about I. So this morning, I encourage you, put love into the atmosphere and watch how you change the lives of people. Now, if your family, you're trying to put love in your family, it may not, right away. It may not come, right away, but keep praying. Keep praying. Prayer changes things. The Lord hears you. Pray sincerely for those that are around you. But if you want to see the effectiveness of the Lord, play your position. Play your position. Know your role. these teams that go to the Super Bowl, or and in the NBA when they go and they win the playoffs, and they strategize. Every person has a role. There's a squirrel running by me over here. And in order for them to win and see victory, each person does what? Play their role. They play their position. So in the kingdom of Christ, we each have to play our position. That way we can see the Lord manifest like never before. There are so many people that when you start speaking the truth and when you start giving the truth, a lot of people say, tell me the truth, but a lot of people can't handle the truth. So when they say tell me the truth, they're not really being honest, because when you give them the truth, they get offended. So how do you give somebody the truth without offending? Some people are going to be offended regardless of what you say, but by doing it in love. When you're speaking to someone and you're helping them, or you're trying to be truthful to them, you're truthful to them out of love, not with ill intentions behind it, or not with some self-inflicted motive. That's how you make gaps come together. That's how you be the bridge in a place of, disaster, where you bring things together. It's by love. Love in our atmosphere is what cures the multitude of sin. It's not you putting each other down. It's not, I look better than you, or I'm better than you, or, it's not about that. It's about love. And, we need synergistic communication. That's one of the things that Stephen Covey talks about in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Humility, use every opportunity that a person does to vex you as an opportunity to humble you. That's in the book called Humility by Andrew Maury. We have to realize and understand that this journey requires us to be servants, and it requires a lot of time of our spending with the Lord. So if we can just come together and identify how we play our position and how the Lord desires for us to play our roles, we'll see how things around us begin to change. So, just as I used a situation to make somebody smile yesterday, and I share that just as a testimony because it feels good to see people smile, but also to encourage you to not give up on helping someone that may be in distress. Some people work on jobs and they don't care about customer service. They have been nice to people, and typically people that have been overly nice, and people have just badgered them, they just don't smile, because they feel like if they smile, it opens up the door for them to be hurt. And we have to learn how to help people get out of that mindset. So we thank the Lord this morning. Put love into the atmosphere. I'm not on here singing this morning. I'm teaching this morning because I want your soul to be fed. And I want you to understand that it is important for us to obey the Bible, obey the word. When you teach people that they have to be righteous, and that, the word tells them, not that I tell them, that they can't do the things that they do, then they get offended. And some people just don't care. They're going to do what they want to do. But we have to realize and understand that the Bible tells us we can't serve two gods, and we can't be double-minded either. So, a double-minded man is a very unstable man, and that is not of the Lord. So, we have to know the word, and we have to realize and understand how important it is to position ourselves, because if we do not play our position, if we do not obey the word, we have to give an account unto the Lord for the things that we do. So I want to encourage you to walk in holiness. Submit yourself to the Lord so you can resist the devil and he will flee. Give God his time. Give God his praise. Study your word. Put yourself in the church and help one another to grow. Play your position. It's very important. Play your position and put love into the atmosphere. If you want to see your children change, love on them. Pray for them. Talk to them about God. Teach them the right way so that they do not walk in a world that they do not know about God. Do you know how many kids don't know about Jesus? Jesus died for all of us. They know about Christmas, but they think Christmas is just about giving gifts. It's not what that is about. We got to teach our children, grow them up in the way that they should be taught. And you'll see. So today I encourage you, play your position. Okay? And put love into your atmosphere. And watch you see how things around you begin to change. Him, who's him? Jesus. He is molding me. Pray, P-R-A-Y. We prioritize righteousness around you. We are hashtagging addicted to Jesus. We bought that Jesus life. We stay ready. We chucking up the deuces to Satan because he got to go, because we serving Jesus. You got to go, Satan. Bye. We chucking up the deuces. And we definitely ain't scared. He need to pack his bag. Satan got to go. And when I say that, you have to remember these things that I say, they sound very cute and they nice and, you know, oh, pack your bags and you got to go. But the Bible teaches us that you first have to submit yourself unto the Lord and resist the devil and he will flee. If you out here doing stuff that's, you know, carnal, you can't resist the devil, right? You can't serve, no. So you got to submit yourself to the Lord. Then you can resist the devil and he'll flee. You know, some of you, oh, the devil doing this to me. No, he not. If he already got you, he ain't trying to attack you. He already got you. He might be trying to keep you there because he don't want you to really understand the potential that you have. And, you know, when you give your life to God, you know, what you're going to do for this world, you know, so he'll try to keep you in, you know, in connection with him. But you have to submit yourself to the Lord and know that when you submit yourself to God, you'll be able to resist the devil so that he'll flee. So I am bad. I am B-A-D. I am blessed and delivered. I am rocking with the best, J-E-S-U-S. They play checkers. We play chess. We're strategic in how we serve the Lord. Tighten up. Oh, yeah. Know your role. I don't know where that came from. Stop being extra. I tell my baby that all the time. Stop being extra. You are what you answer to. Tighten up. We live a life of prosperity. We're hashtagging we are restored. Pump your brakes. And use me, Lord, for your glory. And you all know my most favorite one. I see it in the comments. I see it in the comments already. I love y'all. We kingdom, baby. Listen. I so love that. I so love that. We are kingdom, baby. We kingdom. Listen, you got to walk with a kingdom mindset. You got to serve God with your whole heart. You know, some people say, I can't serve God because I ain't going to have no fun. The devil is a lie. Listen, I have fun all the time. You know, when you want success, you got to really put in a lot of hard work. You know, sometimes you're just not that accessible. But, you know, when you are ministering to people, you have to be accessible because you're trying to help people in their situation. So, you know, you gotta decide where you want to be in life, and don't be afraid to walk away from people who are not willing to help you in your vision or to push you into the place where God is carrying you. And sometimes you might feel like you're by yourself, but with God, you're never alone. You know, there are so many things that the Lord is doing through myself and the ministry. And, you know, I look forward to all the great things that are taking place. I do want to invite you all to an event that we're having. It is called a Brunch and Learn. And it's called Bringing the Best You Forward. I believe that's what it's called. I might be messing that up, but I believe I gave the title Bringing the Best You Forward. And I am introducing to the world Yvette Hall Ministries International, where we will be internationally helping people to understand the importance. This is me doing a separate thing from the church ministry portion, helping people to understand how important it is of what God has given to us to help us bring the best out of us. A lot of people feel that, you know, they can't exercise their gifts and, you know, they're not important enough. So I am getting ready to empower the world to understand how important it is to trust God and to know that there is goodness in us and that we have ways and techniques that produce the greatness and the best that is sitting dormant within us. We want to bring that thing that is dormant. We want to bring that out. So we thank the Lord for what he's doing. I look forward to the event. It is February the 8th. If you'd like to register for the event, you need to register. You cannot just pop up to the event. You need to look at the flyer, or you can email empoweringwithyvette@gmail.com, and we'll go through the registration process with you. If you can't make it to the event and you would like to just sow a seed or send some support, you can also reach out to me for that as well. So we thank the Lord for what he's doing. God is moving. We are still on our 40-day consecration fast. So I hope that you've taken something and that you've consecrated it for 40 days. I walked by the hamburger place and drive by. Nope, can't do that. I was literally going to pull in and get a hamburger the other day. I was like, I can't do that. Can't do it. So listen, it's very important for us to sacrifice to God and to be obedient to him. I just want you to understand and know that you got to put love in the atmosphere. So trust in the Lord and do good, and know that ye shall always be fed, and that ye shall dwell in the land forever. Know that all things that they work for the greater good for those of us who love the Lord and who are called according to his purpose. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and God's righteousness, and in all things acknowledge God in all of your ways, and he will direct your path. Be sober-minded and vigilant in your spirit, because that enemy of yours, the devil, roams around like a fierce lion, seeking for someone to devour. God bless you. I love you. And I appreciate you joining us on the Morning Encouragement. Tonight, join us at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for M&L Night. It is Monday Night Live. I'm looking for what God is going to do. We ask that you please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not done so already. Share the life with your friends. Empower someone to let people know that this walk of being a servant is to do the Lord's will, and that we have to put love into our atmosphere. God bless you. We appreciate you, and we love you, and we pray that the Lord continues to move in your life. And remember, you cannot serve two gods. You cannot be one day you out there parlaying with the devil, and the next day you are serving on the Most High God. That's religion. That is not Christianity. That is not walking in the image of Christ. So you got to pick and choose. Whose side are you on? You can't be double-minded. You can't be lukewarm. You got to be in or out. Either you all in for God or you out. You got to choose. God wants all of you. He's a jealous God, not a portion of you. So tighten up. Get yourself together. I love you. Put love in your atmosphere. Watch how things around you begin to change. God bless you. Stay encouraged. And remember to encourage someone today. Have a blessed day, everybody. God bless you.